Welcome back everyone, this is Spencer with Numbers of Finance, and this is a guide going over various tools for beginners looking to set foot in the world of trading. In this video, we'll be going over everything that you need to place your very first trade, free and easy tools to use for your trading, and top-notch educational resources that will help you get your numbers up. The links for all of these resources can be found below in the description, but before we get started, please leave us a like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate any support and it makes it easier for us to keep on creating content. Now let's get into the video. So the very first thing that any trader is going to need is a brokerage account. For those of you that don't know, a brokerage account is where you will actually be placing your buy and sell orders for various different assets. But there are many different brokerage accounts that you can use, and it is very important for each and every one of you to do your own due diligence to make sure that you select the right one for yourself. But, and this is just my opinion, Robinhood is by far the best firm for any beginner to use. And why is this? Well, there's two main reasons. The first and by far the most important reason, in my opinion, is that Robinhood is a commission-free brokerage account. Well, what does this mean exactly? Most brokerages, TD Ameritrade, Schwab, basically everything aside for Robinhood, charges various different fees and other commissions. So say you were to place an order to buy a certain stock on TD Ameritrade, they might charge you $5 just to place that trade, whereas on Robinhood it is free. And this is very important for beginners especially, because over time, these small little fees and charges that you have, they add up extremely important for you to minimize these charges. And the second reason that I would recommend Robinhood for any beginner is just the fact that it is so easy to use. Both their app and their online browser user interface are absolutely fantastic. They are very simple and very straightforward to use. Now, Robinhood often has a bad rap in the trading world, and it is certainly not without its faults. But the bottom line is, it can still do everything that you need your brokerage to do. On Robinhood, you can buy and sell assets. The transactions are very quick and very smooth. You can transfer funds quite easily between your account, your Robinhood account, and your bank. And it's also important to note that Robinhood, your account will be protected by the SIPC. What this means is that basically if there's any error that's not a user error, meaning like if you make a bad trade or something like that, something else outside of that, it's protected up to $500,000, meaning that you'll get refunded that from the federal government. And so there's very little that you actually have to worry about when using Robinhood other than your own trading skills. So what do you need to create a Robinhood account? Well, you need the exact same things that you need to create any brokerage account, and those things are your social security number, photo ID, your bank account information, and you have to be 18 years to create your own brokerage account. Now, if you are under 18, you can still create an account. I'm not sure if you can do this on Robinhood, but that account has to be a custodial or a joint account where you share it with a parent or guardian. Again, I'm not sure if Robinhood has this option, but if you are under 18, I recommend you do your own research into that and see which brokerages will allow you to create one of these custodial or joint accounts. Moving on, I would like to get into some analysis tools which will help you prepare and plan your trades, and we will start off by going over Thinkorswim, which is my favorite charting tool to use, and it is one of the most inclusive and free to use tools. And I already mentioned it, but it is free to use on a trial basis. If you go to the Thinkorswim TD Ameritrade website, you can download it for free. I believe it's a 60-day trial that you can get. It does not require any credit card information, which is very nice. And you get the full version of it, with the exception that the data is delayed by, I believe it's 15 minutes it gets delayed by, which is not too significant, especially if you are a beginner trader. But you still get every single study and indicator. This platform has everything from the MACD and the RSI to Bollinger Bands and moving averages, which if you don't know what those are, that is perfectly okay. You are a beginner, that's to be expected. We will be posting videos, tutorial guides if we have not already, going over what these various indicators are and how to use them. But the important part is that you have free access to them. It is one of the most comprehensive places to start to learn technical analysis, and really the important part is just that you are getting to experience the ability to chart an asset, a stock, or any other indice or anything else that you need to. Moving on to the second analysis software, or actually in this case it's just a website, but we are going to talk about finviz.com. This is a free website. There is no subscription required. You don't have to create an account or anything. And the way that I would best describe Finviz is that it gives you the most important information in the simplest way possible. And what exactly do I mean by that? Well, just look at the home screen. There is so much valuable information for any trader to be learning about and using in their actively using in their trading. Over here we've got the various different sectors. We've got technology, services, basic materials. We can keep going. And this will show you the daily performance of the largest companies within those sectors. Up here we've got the three major indices, the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500. So you can see the daily candlestick charts for those and how they perform that day. We've got a list of the biggest movers. You've got top gainers, stocks creating new highs. And on the opposite end we have new lows and the biggest losers for that day. If you are trying to focus on technical analysis, which again, a good majority of you probably do not know exactly what technical analysis is, but you will if you follow our videos. You definitely have an understanding of what technical analysis is, and it's very easy to pick up. But here we've got a whole slew of different tickers, different assets that are approaching significant technical indications. Scroll down more, we've got major news from different of the most important news sites that we have for the market. We've got futures and their movements, their price percentage and nominal gains or losses. We've got Forex and bonds, and this is all just right there on the home screen. Very simple, very straightforward. There's nothing complicated about it. There's nothing that requires any password or account or credit card. It's a very beginner friendly tool. And the second thing that I absolutely love about Finviz is their very inclusive screener. This screener is a phenomenal tool for people to use, and this can be used by all sorts of different traders, whether you're a fundamental trader, whether you're a technical trader, you actually like to look at the accounting reports for the companies. Whatever it is that you're trying to trade, this screener probably takes care of it. And even though that I am using the TD Ameritrade brokerage, the platform Thinkorswim, I don't use that screener because it's more complicated, and this is very much so straightforward, and it gets the job done just as well. So let me give you an example, right? Say that you're trying to find stocks, you have a certain type of trade that you like taking. Say you like taking trades that only have high volume. Well, you can go here and sort for volume, so you can go over 1 million. Maybe you're looking for a certain technical indicator. Maybe you're looking for a performance recently. Maybe we'll do, how about this? Year up, that's fairly straightforward. We can look for a certain RSI indicator, which again, we have a video posted if you're curious what RSI is. So maybe you're looking for something that is relatively oversold. Okay, maybe not that oversold. 30, that gives us the 4 left. And then what you can do is you can go to charts, and you can get a very quick look at what the daily charts look like. Again, it's just a fantastic tool for you if you're looking to try to find very specific trade setups that meet your criteria. And the last resource that we'll discuss in this video is Reddit. Now, many of you are probably familiar with Reddit, and the only reason that I actually included it in this video is because I feel that it is a vastly underrated educational resource. I believe that if you use Reddit correctly, it is one of the most powerful educational tools that you can have. There are countless different communities or subreddits, which is what they're considered on Reddit. And these different subreddits are absolutely so helpful at giving you the information that you want and the information that you didn't even know that you want, but is still incredibly useful. We've got r/Forex, the subreddit for Forex traders. There is a day trading subreddit, a cryptocurrency subreddit that has nearly 1 million followers. There are more generic subreddits for traders, such as r/investing for the investing subreddit. There's also the stocks subreddit. And there's even a subreddit for algorithm trading if that's your thing. And while this is for incredibly complex trading, the thing I love about Reddit is that you can discuss with others just like yourself. You can go on there and you can create a post, you can ask questions, and you can receive advice from other people that are not considered experts but are very knowledgeable. And using these various subreddits, you'll gain information that really you are likely not to receive anywhere else aside from Reddit. And you do absolutely have to be careful that you make sure that the information that you receive is actually good, credible information. But you have to do that anywhere, even if you use Yahoo Finance or MSNBC. Even those different broad media or financial media resources, even those are often very incorrect and very off base with what they're saying. And so I'll leave the video there. If you guys liked it and you enjoyed it and you felt that you learned, we greatly appreciate it if you guys like and subscribe. Please comment and give us some feedback. We really appreciate that kind of stuff. It makes us feel a lot better about what we're trying to do here. If you have any recommendations for other videos that you want us to get to, leave it in the comments and we'll get to that as soon as we can. But until next time, make sure that you get your numbers up.